Good evening. I first woke up this morning. I know already that tomorrow is my birthday, but was thinking about it. Again, it was a very stressful type of day, but I wanted to reflect a little bit about what had been going on this past year for my life. This is the last day of my 41st year. And what was the 41st year? What did it mean to me? And I just looked and reflected on things that have been going on, and I've come up with some statements, of what it is. I remember for my birthday, on my 41st birthday, I gave myself my laptop, my MacBook, got myself my keyboard, my monitor, everything. It was everything that I wanted to do the things I wanted to do. I wanted to start to do iPhone stuff, and I haven't done that yet. I have the account. I need to get it done. That's one thing that I have to resolve to change, is to follow through on what I'm going to do. At the time, my excuse was I was really working really hard, 70 hours a week plus. And I decided to make changes in my life, my own birthday resolutions. And in April, of course, I joined Lifetime Fitness. And that same time period, 24 hours after I joined, I actually lost my job. But I always look at it that way. I always say, back in April, I joined Lifetime Fitness, and a day later, I lost my job. But the one thing I don't tell many people about, and it's private, of course, I don't do things publicly, is I met my best friend in the month of April too, and I have to remember that. And that friendship means more to me than anything in the world, and I will always remember my 41st birthday, my 41st year, as the time when I became whole, when I began to understand who I was. Because up to this point, everything was driven by what I can do, and I wouldn't listen to anybody else. I would be doing what I was doing, and that's my demeanor. I would just do that, just go straight forward and do things. So I've learned that. It's a learning process, and I've come to realize that now. So in May, I was going to Lifetime, but I decided, since I've been working for quite a long time, I was just doing some soul searching back in May of 2009. And I did. I worked out. I wasn't looking for work. I didn't really want to care about it. And I was just, give me 4 weeks to get myself back on track. I need to lose weight. I need to get the things done. And I did. I started. So in June, it was basically saying, okay, I got to start looking. I looked. I interviewed. I went places. I interviewed all over the place. And I would subsequently did things back and forth. And I had lots of interviews lined up. And then at the end of June, July, I was picked to be on a federal jury. And I was then doing a federal case for a long time, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So that was interesting as part of my 41st year. I remember that in July. And after that, and the idea came up by somebody else who saw me on Facebook and saw me online. As I was commenting on videos, I went actually not discovered, but was intrigued by YouTube. And that's when I started doing these videos every day. Every day I do a video, at least one. And that in of itself became a ritual. It's habit forming now. Get up, shower, weigh myself, follow what the food I'm eating, follow my exercise routine, let you know a little bit of what I'm doing, put it out there, and that's what I've been doing. August, I remember the one thing that was really bothering me was my knee. And I've learned now that it was the movements of the exercise that I was doing, and I'm not going to do those movements until I've lost more weight. And then September was about challenging myself to lose weight, to lose that weight in that 90-day period. And I kept thinking about it and focusing on that aspect of it, losing the weight, getting fit. What else am I going to do? And in turn, of course, make things challenging, make things happy, and challenging everybody around there to come with me on this journey to get it done. But it's all about me, really. In the sense, not of being arrogant, but I have to internalize everything that I'm doing. It's really about me and my journey. Then November, the whole sense of renewal, a little bit of fantasy, the whole idea of getting ready for Christmas and Thanksgiving. Didn't have really good Thanksgiving. And, I put everything up for Christmas and, nothing ever happens. So I just do that. It's part of the whole, again, ritual, because I'm very much wanting to have family and friends and everything around. And I still am haunted by the idea that being heavy doesn't make these things happen. And, I just don't do that. And then, of course, December being the end of everything. And the first big challenge was that reindeer run I did. I did that reindeer run. And it was still, to this day, I'm in awe of it. And what I accomplished and what I do next year. I'm going to do a lot more. And then, of course, the new year, January, the things that I'm going to get do. And the one thing I love now is stair climbing. And that's when it really took off. I was doing that earlier in the year, but I can remember 20 minutes was hell. And now 100, 150 floors, nothing. And I'm just happy about that. And cycling too. The whole idea of that I'm doing that with great fervor now, because the class that I was taking was over in January, so I really am doing cycling with great gusto. So that is part of the 2010 challenge. I did the first floating I did too. I need to start doing more in the pool. And then we come to February. And February can be typified by one thing or one phrase. You don't know what you have until you don't have it with you. And the most important thing that means to me is I've realized the company I want in my life, the company I want to keep, the company I want to foster. And it's not only about what I can do, it's what I can get back. What can I gain by that experience? And I don't expect something to be given to me. I want to experience it. I want to see it. I want to savor it. I want to hear. I want to see. I want to remember and recall. But the most important thing is that this year, for the 41st year, I'm learning more about myself. I'm learning that I don't know all the answers, which I knew that before, but I know I need to be tempered in how I come off, how I come across. I don't want to come off as an arrogant person. I don't want to come off as a bad person or, someone who knows everything. And I'm learning that now. I'm learning things. And I promise you that this new year I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make it better. I'm going to make myself a better person. Continue to lose the weight. Do what I need to do. And I'm going to push forward. But I want to thank all of you for what you've done. And this 41st year is over. And it will go down as one of the most important in my life. The one where everything was revealed. Where I had my own epiphany about everything. But I'll leave it as that. I just wanted to get that out there because I wanted to reminisce on everything. And just want to know that you're special, and it can't be said in words. It's just be said in one thing. That can't be mentioned. It is what it is. So good night, everybody, and then I will see you when I'm 42.